This from ESPN Cleveland's Tony Rizzo. He had a thought that was similar to mine regarding Mitchell and the Cavs.
He's all by himself. It's maddening. He's too classy a guy, an athlete, to come out and say it. But, Chris, what he would love to say is, can somebody, for the love of God, put 25 up?
Exactly. I mean, you can tell he's just waiting for somebody.
Mobley's not going to do it. Garland's not going to do it.
Then who's it going to
do it? I don't know. Strus hit.
Max Strus in the series beyond the arc is 5 of 18.
Isaac Okoro can't make a shot right now to save his life either.
Aaron, if you're kicking it out to the corner to Isaac Okoro and you expect to move on in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's not a real great plan, is it now? Sammy, what's your takeaway? As you've watched these 3 games, your takeaway from this series so far?
Yeah, I mean, your feelings there and Tony Rizzo's feelings there are dead on. They're it's not to be harsh, but other than Game 2, and I thought Game 2 was their best playoff game in 6 years. Obviously, since LeBron James was here in 2018 and they won at Boston Game 7. That was the Game 2 in Boston. But that, you can't have that be an aberration. You have to have production from, your starting forwards. Let's start there. Last game, starting forwards, Isaac Okoro and Max Strus combined to shoot 3 of 15. Okoro was 1 of 7, and Strus was 2 of 8. You're not going to beat the Boston Celtics that way. You're just not. You got to knock down those shots that are available to you. Evan Mobley in Game 2, amazingly aggressive. A huge reason that they were able to win that game in Boston. Game 3, not quite as aggressive that game. And I don't know why, because Mobley has a clear advantage over the Boston big men, especially without Porzingis. So I just think that, you have to be able to find some sort of resolve beyond Donovan Mitchell. And Darius Garland, obviously, disappointing playoffs, really disappointing since he returned from the broken jaw. Not a great season. Now is the time to deliver. You can't wait around anymore. You've got to, if you're Donovan Mitchell's sidekick, which is what everybody's kind of become, now you've got to step up now, and this is where you earn your money, this time of year. If you're going to pull off the upset against the Celtics, you can't just have Donovan Mitchell doing it by himself. You need the Celtics to slip up a little bit, get some dumb luck, and everybody else needs to bring their A game, and they just have not done that. They didn't do it against Orlando, other than Mitchell and Jared Allen when he was healthy, and they certainly have not done it nearly enough in 3 games against the Celtics.
Does it seem to you like the guys are, like everybody not named Donovan Mitchell is just hesitant? It's not that I don't want to say they're afraid to shoot, but they're hesitating. It's like, you can't do that. It's got to be in rhythm, and you have to be confident. You have to want the ball. You have to want to be in that situation. And I don't see anybody on the Cavs other than Donovan Mitchell that wants to be in that situation.
That's what it sure looks like. There's a lot of hesitancy. There's a lot of guys who are kind of, as opposed to playing to win, it almost looks like they're playing not to lose, like they don't want to mess up, but there are going to be mistakes when you're aggressive, and everybody can live with that, and the key there, though, is to be aggressive, potentially make some mistakes, but you got, make some plays, put some points on the board, and, you've got to find another guy who's going to get you 20-25 every game, along with, a third guy who's getting you 15. You got Mitchell, you got your second guy getting 20-25, and then you got another guy getting 15. And, you have to do that. And really, the way this team was built, the idea behind this team was supposed to be Donovan Mitchell's our best player, but he's not the only guy who's going to be able to carry us. Darius Garland's, Karis LeVert's, Max Strus's, obviously Evan Mobley being the biggest name of that group. These guys are all expected to be 1As or 1Bs to Donovan Mitchell. And they just have not done that in these playoffs really for a second year in a row.